Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good? I can't help but to laugh looking at this golem. I'm sorry. I did not know this existed in the game, and it couldn't have been more perfect for this week's episode. But um, we are seeing one of the most interesting relationships of the beginning of 2019, maybe, with this golem who, sad to say, but we learn a tragic reasoning as why his body is breaking down and just what could be leading to an inevitable end for the story as a whole. But I am kind of hopeful that there's some way he can like preserve his essence or some way, shape, or form. Like for instance, sure he gets to live for all those years and stuff, but he's not human, you know? Like, it's not like he shouldn't. He maybe be able to put his conscience in another golem body or something, you know? Like, make another golem and make it, have everything that he had going for him. But the problem is, he would just be a fresh start. So the bot, he would have to get used to using his body or something. And I don't know. I just don't want him to go. But before I get into all that, we have just some cutesy stuff of our girl finding her way of hugging some rabbits to then falling and scraping her knee, needing some ointment, and us meeting a brand new type of creature amongst these people, a dwarf oni, and seeing just what type of like lifestyle he kind of lives, and he has like a bigger, like someone that's his apprentice pretty much, because the smaller ones are much intelligent than the big, so he is capable of like making all these remedies and stuff like that, while the other guy is capable of cooking and making these sweets. So I thought it was another way of the show kind of giving us these pairs, right? Like there's usually always pairs of people, um, which not, I don't know, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, I just noticed it a little bit after like, even at the beginning of the show. I think the cat like had someone, like he went in and there's like two pairs. If they wanted to pair off, they could have. Like there was four people. It's just weird. I don't know. But the main thing of seeing his body decaying and him kind of just going along with helping this girl and not understanding any types of feelings or emotions, seeing how he's not supposed to have any, but seeing our girl, I'm gonna call her Soul. Soul's like pretty much crying and depressed and stuff. He doesn't want to see that though, and he didn't know why he didn't want to see it. Right? He's just like, that's not good. I don't like it, and I'm gonna do my best to make sure I never put her in a position where that happens. Right? So that was kind of the point of time when I figured out he does have a little bit going on in there. He just doesn't know himself pretty much, and also gave me the feeling that maybe there's hope for him in the future of the time period that he thinks he's going to expire and whatnot. So maybe they meet someone that can actually help give him some way to prepare, or I don't know, man. I just think it's kind of sad that they're already putting such a powerful narrative of, hey, this story's going to come to an abrupt end as soon as maybe this guy passes away, because unless the show is going to continue through just this girl's perspective and like what she does as a human stuck in this world where humans got extinct, um, it kind of puts into perspective just how crazy things could pop off for the end of the times that are going to come for their journey, which the small Oni said it best, that he's pretty much doing a final journey to say goodbye. Like this is a journey of a goodbye, and whenever he reaches his destination, it's going to be the reason that he'll feel that he can just go on and just not feel any type of way. But the weird part is he heard the story of like how people went extinct. I'm pretty sure since he's in the forest too, he probably heard some echoings from the animals that maybe experienced it, seeing how golems have this unique skill to communicate with the animals, so he can straight up actually get information out of out of these animals as if they're full blown, intelligent, uh, work working people, which is kind of crazy to me, but I'm not surprised as a whole. So I'm definitely looking forward to whatever comes towards the end of this show, because what's dropping something so early like that in episode 2, I feel like we've already kind of gotten a pretty good bonding with these two characters already. And to know that was happening already kind of like tore me up a little bit, knowing the reaction we might get from her if he just abandons her, or if he just, tells her, "Oh, we finished the quest. Now I'm leaving forever, and I don't want you to follow me," and stuff like that. It's really tough, and I'm like, maybe he just should spend all the time he can with her and not worry about traveling, because he might not even find the parents, have no leads and whatnot. And then you think about it, and you're just like, oh, then it would even be, like, oh, by the way, I'm gonna die, like I'm gonna pass away, and it's only supposedly like he has like 998 days or something like that to live, and like some change. Um, so it's tough to just be like, I'll just count all these days down, and I'm guessing towards closer to the end, seeing how his scale, like his shell, his outer shell is actually breaking and stuff off. He's becoming more and more vulnerable to things that wouldn't do as much damage to him, and now he has a complete and uh, armorless or like shellless arm on one of his halves of his body. So if he has a weakness, that's probably it. If it comes down to physical damage, if you actually want to beat him, but his shell's breaking like every day supposedly, right? Like it's shattering, and so I'm guessing maybe his lifespan might be shortened if he actually gets into battles, So rough stuff, but I want to hear what you guys are feeling about all this. Did you enjoy this week's episode? Did you care to see more of it and stuff like that? And overall, did you enjoy the world, the atmosphere, the things that are going to be coming, with this story as a whole? But yeah, with that, I will talk to you in the next one. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.